This video was sponsored by Dubby. Well, this video blew up.
Oh my god, it keeps going up! It keeps going up!
Last video, I only covered 5 junglers, and for this one, I really wanted to cover all of your comments, but there were so many, so I'll only cover the junglers, which is still quite a lot. And I'll save everything else for another video. We have a lot to talk about, so let's just get started. Roll the intro, please. She was a queen, and her jungle was her land. And may the Lord bless anyone who had entered her domain. Play Illaoi jungle, the land works with you. It's like that one movie with The Rock, and he's like, what can I say except you're welcome? But the girl in the movie, the water was like hers. And that's what it's like playing Illaoi jungle. The tentacles that grow in the walls help you clear, and may I say, your clear is mighty fast. Like I said before, anyone who enters the jungle at all is toast. It's as if they walk right into a 2v1. Your tentacles will follow you around the map and help you with any objectives. Illaoi is not one of those characters that when you gank, they can get a double, triple, or quadra kill. Some forget that providing pressure is sometimes just as good. And that's exactly what you do. I give Illaoi jungle a 10 out of 10 tickles. A lot of you hoes forgot that for a while, this was a go-to pick. It was the meta, and it's easy to understand why. Which, by the way, excuse me, Tao of Fists, but I can do whatever I please. But you are gonna want to run Conqueror, and Smite, and Ghost, and build Stridebreakers and Deadmans. Fuck. If you know Darius at all, you know how much of an early game bully he is. His kit was made for harass, and since he's in the jungle now, why not use the tools to your disposal in the way that they were meant to be used? Enjoy it while it lasts, because there isn't really a late game for you. Bruisers like Darius are close range skirmishers, so being attacked from more than one target gets overwhelming. That's why solo kills are where it's at. Darius has always been broken, but there's something that we should all agree on. This ultimate is way too fun to stay in the top lane. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a viable. My friend Minimo made a video on this, and let me just say, no offense Minimo, I know you're not a jungler and your voice is really cute and I would kiss you on the mouth if I could, but this is kind of bad. My man's reset blue buff, but it's okay. Ben is here to let you know that this shit is unplayable. This off meta is so obscure that I had to make my own guide. There's not a lot of instant gratification when you play Azir jungle. You need to farm until you can max out your soldiers. You can wall hop and your tower catches people off guard, but for a champion whose attack range is their strongest suit, it does nothing for you in the jungle. Your ultimate doesn't have the teamfight potential that you think it does. Only play this if you're a one-trick. Maybe this will be good one day, or maybe this will be better in a different role. Guess what, KXZE69? You were wrong. Also, change your username, please, God. Pyke jungle is just another reason why camouflage in video games is broken. You can gank any lane at any time. Early game Pyke isn't really about the kills, it's more about the initiation. Remember, you have a lot of mobility in your kit. Your ganks are amplified after level 6, a little bit like Cho'Gath jungle or honorable mention, Urgot jungle. Maybe one day I'll review him, but not now. The best part about your execute is that you don't have to be afraid to kill steal since your team gets the same amount of gold for their assist. Pyke Jungle is a pick class, a lot like Spy from Team Fortress. Go invisible, insta-kill stab, and run away. Just like Spy, you can't be caught grouping, otherwise it'll cost you. Only pick fights that you know you can take. But that's where the similarities end, because Pyke is a little bit more badass and a lot less French. That's why I give Pyke Jungle a 2+2. Boy, talking about Pyke and fish and the sea sure does make a person thirsty. Wow. Nice segue, Ben. This video was sponsored by Dubby. Unfortunately, my shipment of Dubby products and millions of dollars in cash was shot down in a terrible plane accident, so I couldn't get my stuff on time and I got deadlines. So instead of trying the product, here's a picture of Doge loaf. If you use code BENJUNGLE at checkout on dubby.gg, you can get 10% off anything and can help support me to help me grow. So if you like the content I'm making, go ahead and try their products. I have a happy customer on the line right now. Sir, you're on the air?
Holy fuck. I'm coming. Lois.
And you too can be like Peter. That's BENJUNGLE at dubby.gg, or click the link in the description. Dubby. Be better. Now, where was I? Oh, right. Cho'Gath, the Nunu of top lane. Allowing a champion like Cho'Gath to freely farm is lethal, and I don't have to tell you why. Predator Cho'Gath is the scariest thing to ever exist. Seeing this beast the size of dragon run at your enemies at a speed that shouldn't be possible is one of the many joys in life. Your knock-up Q and silence W wins you any teamfight, and you have 2 smites, and this smite is better than the one that the game gives you. You could kill anything with it, from minions to monsters to people. And when you use it, it gives you more health and makes you bigger, which is funny. Not only is this a viable off meta, but it is so fun to play that I can't not recommend it. You have slain an enemy. For the people suffering from Darius syndrome, Morgana Jungle was a part of the meta for a long time. I honestly don't know how any of you forgot. It was probably the darkest period of League of Legends history. Her clear times are insane considering the fact that her W is not only an AoE burn, but it heals her. On top of that, she has one of the most broken stuns in the game, if you can land it. I get it. Sometimes it's hard to land, but that's okay because Chilling Smite actually acts a little bit like Exhaust just to make it easier for you. She also has a spell shield because why should the other team be allowed to stun? Your team already has stuns, why should they? Little known fact about her ultimate, the other team actually can't see the ring around her whenever she uses it. But wait, it's balanced because if she really wanted to, she can stun you for 10 seconds. Cringe. I mean viable. Kled gets a little bit, excuse the pun, crazy in this role. I do want to mention the rune page I will be using for this is called Boom What Up Solo Kled Jungle Only by Professor Harambe. Motherfucker put funny red items. His Q and E combo actually allows him to play like a jungler. Kled is a very strong duelist because of his attack speed, lifesteal, and dismount mechanic. Therefore, you win any 1v1. Little known fact about Kled Q, it actually inflicts 40% grievous wounds, so Kled is very viable into a matchup with a lot of lifesteal. There's nothing like pressing your R and creating an unfair fight. Kled is such an underrated champion, and also, he funny. Thumbs up. You guys sure do like putting top laners in the jungle. Yorick is quite an odd case because he's meant to split push. I need to be honest with all of you. I did not think that this would be as good as it was, but since your minions spawn after you kill any jungle monster, your early game starts to get easier and easier. Your minions will sometimes act like little burn damage when you're trying to get from camp to camp. Team play isn't half bad either because let's face it, We all know how impossible it is to escape from Yorick W. On top of that, he does way too much damage for no reason. Once you hit 6, things start to hyperscale. Your maiden backlines for you and creates minions in your own jungle. Yorick is one of the only junglers that you can look forward to split pushing, and I give Yorick a 2. Be or not to be. For many years, people have been trying to put ADCs in the jungle. Ezreal could gain attack speed and reduce cooldowns by spamming his Q, allowing him to combo quickly, but lacks mana and health. His W cannot be used on jungle monsters, and when your team starts losing, you are getting flamed.
An opening. That's it. Full power.
Jhin has a lot of range and can help his team out from a distance with his W and ultimate, which is very fun, don't get me wrong. But this clear is god awful and you deal no damage until late game. Between these two, you start to lose faith that any marksman can be played in the jungle. But boy, do I have news for you.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Draven in the jungle is sleeper OP. His Q allows him to constantly deal heavy amounts of damage, and it allows him to stack his passive infinitely without any interference. In fact, everything in your kit works in your favor. If you just 3 camp clear, no one ever expects an ADC like Draven to bully them in their lane. Once you get a couple kills from stealing them from your teammates, you hyperscale like crazy. Draven jungle is not just an off pick, it is the new meta. Well, everything we got so far is looking pretty good. Let's see what we got next.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your...
A couple notes before you click off. Ever since I made my last video, I've been playing Taric jungle and it's actually very good. Kidding me? Who even is this guy? To me, this character is overcomplicated.
Who even is this guy, he says.
I never said not jungle was bad, it's just that he's very similar to other characters. I was playing him tank, but you can try playing him AP. Sorry to all the comments I missed due to time constraints and or not having played the character before. I will get to you guys eventually. And also, thank you for the amount of growth. It's crazy. I'm literally, oh my god.
Did you hit a hunk? Okay.
No, not yet.
I did!
Yay! But I'm just letting you all know. This is just the beginning. Have a good one. Oh my god.